Whispers on the Wind, a land of ancient customs. This is a place where the past and present coexist in a delicate balance, where every whisper of the wind carries with it the echoes of ancient tales and traditions. Dust billowed behind our jeep, a gritty haze against the setting sun. The road ahead seemed endless, winding through the heart of a land that time had seemingly forgotten. Each bump and jolt of the journey felt like a step back through the centuries. We were heading deep into country name, a land where time seemed to move differently. Here, the modern world felt like a distant memory, replaced by the rhythms of nature and the cycles of traditional life. The landscape was a tapestry of rolling hills, ancient forests and quaint villages, each with its own story to tell. Stories of this place had traveled far and wide, whispered in hushed tones, tinged with both fascination and unease. The locals spoke of their customs with a mix of pride and mystery, their voices carrying the weight of generations. It was as if the very air was thick with the history and culture of this enigmatic land. They spoke of a tradition, ancient and perplexing, where a man could, for the sum of $35, acquire a wife. This practice, steeped in history, was both a reflection of the community's values and a source of intrigue for outsiders. It was a custom that raised many questions about the nature of love, marriage, and the role of tradition in modern life. It felt like stepping into another world. The architecture, the people, the very atmosphere seemed to belong to a different era. Each building, each street, each face told a story of a time long past, yet still very much alive in the present. A world untouched by the relentless march of globalization, where age-old customs held sway. Here the past was not just remembered but lived, day in and day out. The people carried on their traditions with a sense of duty and reverence, preserving their heritage against the encroaching tide of modernity. I was here to try and understand this tradition, to delve beyond the sensational headlines and grapple with the human stories at its heart. My goal was to listen, to observe, and to document the lives of those who lived by these ancient customs. I wanted to see the world through their eyes, to understand their perspectives and experiences, to see for myself the reality of life, in a place where culture and tradition intertwined in such a complex and often unsettling way. The daily routines, the rituals, the celebrations, all were windows into a world that was both foreign and familiar, a world that challenged my assumptions and broadened my understanding. The air crackled with a strange energy, a mixture of anticipation and apprehension. As dusk settled over the village, the faces of the people reflected a range of emotions, curiosity, pride, and a hint of wariness. It was clear that my presence was both a novelty and a disruption, a reminder of the outside world. I knew this journey would challenge my preconceptions, forcing me to confront uncomfortable truths about love, marriage, and the enduring power of tradition. But I was ready to face the complexities and contradictions of this place, to engage with its people and to learn from their stories. Ready to listen, to learn, and to share the stories of the people who called this enigmatic land their home. Their voices, their experiences, their lives would be the heart of my journey. A journey into the depths of a land where the past and present danced in an intricate, timeless waltz. Echoes of the past unraveling the $35 wife tradition. The origins of the $35 wife tradition are shrouded in the mists of time. This enigmatic custom has been passed down through generations, its roots deeply embedded in the history and culture of this land. Some say it dates back centuries, a practice born out of economic necessity in a land where survival was often a precarious dance with fate. In these remote villages, life was harsh and every resource was precious. The tradition of the $35 wife emerged as a way to ensure that families could sustain themselves, even in the face of adversity. Others whisper of ancient rituals, of dowries and bride prices, their true meanings lost to the passage of years. These whispers speak of a time when marriages were not just unions of individuals, but alliances between families cemented by symbolic gestures and offerings. What is clear is that this tradition is deeply woven into the fabric of this society. It is a practice that has endured through the ages, adapting to the changing times while retaining its core essence. The $35 wife tradition is more than just a transaction. It is a reflection of the values and beliefs that have shaped this community. It is a complex tapestry of cultural norms, economic realities, and social expectations. Each thread in this tapestry tells a story of resilience, of families coming together to support one another, and of a community that has found strength in its traditions. The $35, I was told, is not a purchase price, but rather a symbolic offering, a gesture of respect to the bride's family. It is a way to honor the contributions of the bride and to acknowledge the sacrifices she will make as she joins her new family. It is a recognition of the vital role women play in this society as wives, mothers, and keepers of the home. Women are the backbone of these communities, their labor and dedication ensuring the well-being of their families and the continuity of their cultural heritage. It is not about buying a woman, the village elder explained, his voice raspy with age, but about honoring the traditions of our ancestors. This practice is a way to ensure that the values and customs of the past are carried forward into the future. It is about ensuring the continuation of our lineage, about maintaining the bonds that tie us to our forebears. The $35 wife tradition is a testament to the enduring strength of these connections, a reminder that we are all part of a larger story that spans generations. His words, spoken with quiet dignity, hinted at a deeper significance, a cultural logic that was difficult for an outsider like me to fully grasp. Yet in his eyes I saw a profound respect for the past and a steadfast commitment to preserving the traditions that define his community. This tradition, like many others, is a living link to a rich and complex heritage, one that continues to shape the lives of those who uphold it. Voices from within local perspectives and lived experiences. To truly understand the $35 wife tradition, I knew I had to listen to the voices of those who lived it. The women, young and old, who had navigated this custom, their lives forever shaped by its legacy. Their stories were a tapestry of resilience, of quiet strength, and of dreams both realized and deferred. I chose my husband, a young woman named Amina told me, her eyes sparkling with defiance. He paid the bride price, yes, but it was my decision. We love each other. Her words were a powerful reminder that even within the confines of tradition, there was space for agency, for love, and for personal choice. But not all stories were so hopeful. Some women spoke of coercion, of limited choices, and of the weight of societal expectations. Their experiences highlighted the potential for exploitation and abuse within this tradition, a stark reminder that culture could never be a justification for the violation of human rights. A question of ethics, navigating the moral maze. The $35 wife tradition presents a profound ethical dilemma. On the one hand, it is a deeply ingrained cultural practice woven into the very fabric of this society. To dismiss it out of hand felt, well, arrogant, a form of cultural imperialism that failed to acknowledge the complexities of lived experience. Yet, on the other hand, the potential for exploitation and abuse was undeniable. The power imbalance inherent in the tradition, the vulnerability of women in a society where their choices were often limited, these were issues that could not be ignored. Was it possible to reconcile respect for cultural difference with the universal principles of human rights? This was the question that haunted me, a question with no easy answers. It was a stark reminder that the world was a messy, complicated place, and that sometimes the best we could do was to listen, to learn, and to engage in respectful dialogue. Beyond the price tag love, marriage, and daily life, these are the threads that weave the fabric of human existence, transcending cultures and traditions. They are the moments that define us, the choices that shape our destinies, and the bonds that hold us together. The $35 wife tradition, for all its complexities, is ultimately about marriage. It is a practice steeped in history, a ritual that has been passed down through generations. It is a testament to the enduring nature of love and commitment, even in the face of societal expectations and economic constraints. It is about the union of two lives, the creation of a family, and the continuation of a lineage. It's about the joys and challenges of building a life together, of raising children, and of growing old with someone by your side. It's about the shared experiences that create a lifetime of memories. And like marriages everywhere, these unions are as diverse as the individuals who enter into them. Each couple brings their own unique story, their own hopes and dreams, and their own challenges and triumphs. They're a reflection of the rich tapestry of human experience. I witnessed love stories unfold against the backdrop of this ancient custom. Stories of couples who found each other in the most unexpected ways, who built lives filled with love, laughter, and shared dreams. Their journeys were a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the power of love to overcome obstacles. Couples who, despite the unconventional beginnings, had built lives filled with love, laughter, and shared dreams. They showed me that love is not bound by tradition or circumstance, but is a force that can flourish in any environment. Their stories were a reminder that love is universal and that it can thrive even in the most unlikely of places. Their stories were a testament to the enduring power of the human heart, a reminder that love could blossom even in the most unexpected of circumstances. They were a beacon of hope, showing that even in a world filled with challenges, love can find a way to shine through. But I also saw marriages strained by poverty, by cultural expectations, and by the challenges of daily life. These were the unions that faced the harsh realities of the world, where love was tested by the weight of everyday struggles. They were a stark contrast to the idyllic love stories, yet they were no less important. Marriages where love, if it had ever existed, had long since faded, leaving behind a sense of resignation and quiet despair. These were the stories of couples who had drifted apart, who had lost the connection that once brought them together. They were a poignant reminder of the fragility of love and the impact of life's challenges on relationships. These were the stories that lingered in the shadows, a reminder that the human experience, in all its complexities, could never be neatly categorized or easily defined. They were a testament to the fact that love, marriage, and daily life are not always a fairy tale, but a journey filled with both joy and sorrow, triumph and defeat. And in the end, it is these stories, in all their diversity, that truly capture the essence of what it means to be human.